I still remember the weather that evening. It had just rained lightly, and the air smelled like wet earth mixed with something nostalgic. I had our son's backpack in one hand, and in the other, a small action figure he insisted on taking everywhere. He had forgotten both after the weekend, and even though I could have dropped them off the next day, something made me want to go right then. I hadn't been to her house in weeks, maybe months. We usually met halfway or dropped things off through our son's school. But this time felt different. I didn't know why, but there was a nervous flutter in my chest, as if I was walking into something I wasn't ready for. When I reached her house, I noticed the porch light was off, which was unusual. She always left it on until our son came home. I knocked once, waited, then knocked again, a bit louder. No answer. I stepped closer and noticed the front door wasn't fully closed. It was slightly ajar, just enough to make me uneasy. I pushed it open gently, just intending to place the bag inside and leave. As soon as I stepped in, the house felt warm, too warm. The kind of warmth that comes not from the heater, but from people being close together. I heard soft music playing from the living room. I called her name quietly, unsure of whether I should be there. That's when I turned the corner. They were standing just a few feet away, close to the kitchen. He had one hand on her waist, the other cradling her face. She looked up at him, her eyes filled with the kind of affection I hadn't seen in a long time. Then she leaned in and kissed him. Not quickly, not awkwardly, but slowly, like it was the most natural thing in the world. And in that moment, I felt something inside me tighten, like a rope pulled too hard. My breath caught in my throat. I wasn't supposed to feel that way. We were divorced after all. She was allowed to move on, but still I stood there, paralyzed by a mixture of emotions I couldn't even name. I wasn't angry at her. I wasn't even angry at him. But there was this strange fear creeping in. Fear that I had truly lost her. Not just physically, not just legally, but completely. Emotionally, intimately. She belonged to someone else now, and I was nothing more than a chapter in her past. All the small hopes I'd held on to, the idea that maybe we'd find our way back to each other someday, vanished in that one moment. It was like watching a candle go out in the wind. Silent, final. I didn't say a word. I didn't want to disturb them or make things worse. I slowly stepped back, trying not to make a sound, and carefully closed the door behind me. I left the bag on the doorstep and walked to my car like a ghost. I sat behind the wheel for what felt like an hour, just staring at the dashboard. My chest was heavy, my eyes dry, and my mind was blank, except for the image of her smile as she looked at him. It hurt more than I expected. I thought I was over her. I thought I had made peace with the divorce. But I hadn't. Not really. That night, I didn't sleep. I just lay there thinking about how life moves on even when you're not ready. And for